Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Marvel Rivals video. Today we've just received some information about some more patch notes arriving to the game on April 4th, which is actually today. So it says here that April 4th and 2025 balance patch for Marvel Rivals has arrived, bringing with a number of tweaks to different heroes on the roster, improving game balance overall and stabilizing the meta. The page acts as a comprehensive breakdown, and a link to the full patch notes is down below. So we're going to discuss everything today, go over all of the information. Drop a like if you want to, and as always, let me know what you think down below in the comments. So yeah, we've got a lot to get through as far as I've heard. So starting off with the Vanguard classes, we have Captain America. Reduce base health from 675 to 650, and reduce the shield value of the Living Legend from 400 to 350. For Doctor Strange, we have decreased daggers of Danak damage per projectile from 18 to 16, and reduce the Maelstrom of Madness compensation ratio of dark magic to damage from 1.3 to 1.2. Moving down to Hulk, increase the base movement from speed from 600 to 650, reduce cooldown time from Indestructible Guard from 12 seconds to 10 seconds, and decrease minimum charge time from Incredible Leap from 0.7 seconds to 0.5. Going to the Magneto classes here, we have the increased energy cost of Meteor M, the ultimate ability, for 3100 to 3400. For Penny Parker, the Cyber Web cluster now has a chance to crit. Reduce movement penalty for firing Cyber Web clusters from 40% to 20%, and increase the base health from 650 to 750. For Thing, we have the decrease in battled leaps damage reduction effects for himself and teammates from 30% to 25%. And finally, for the Vanguards, for Thor, we have increased base health from 525 to 600, and increased base movement speed from 600 to 650. So it looks like pretty much everyone apart from Venom there got a touch on the nerfs and buffs for the Vanguard. So moving down to the duelists, we have Black Widow added a new effect where Black Widow can directly shoot after releasing the second kick of Edge Dancer and after using Electroplasma Explosion, which is her ultimate ability. For Hawkeye, looks like there's a couple of things here. Reduce the slowdown effects, charging the bow from 30% to 20%. Increase both instances of damage for Hypersonic Arrow from 50 to 55. Decrease energy cost for Hunter's Sight ultimate ability from 3700 to 3100, and improve the bow draw speed increase from 1.35 times to 1.5. Moving down to Hela, we have increased cooldown time for Astral Flock from 12 seconds to 15 seconds. Increase spell field damage of Piercing Knight from 30 to 35. And decrease cooldown time for Soul Drainer from 12 seconds to 10 seconds. Human Torch has a couple of things here as well. Reduce the attack interval for Fire Cluster 0.6 seconds to 0.5. The launch timing of the primary attack projectile has been advanced. Increase the cooldown for Flaming Meteor for 12 seconds to 15 seconds, but added a new effect. After releasing Flaming Meteor, immediately gains 75 bonus health, which will start to fall off after 3 seconds later at a rate of 30 per second. Not too bad, I guess. Iron Man is up next. We have slightly reduced Iron Man hitbox size, my apologies. New feature, gain 100 bonus health activating Armor Overdrive or Gamma Overdrive. That will start to fall off for 5 seconds at a rate of 30 seconds per. Something similar there to Human Torch. Looks like a couple of characters are getting a bit of a health change, which isn't that bad, especially if it runs out that quickly. Up next is Iron Fist. Reduce the bonus max health gain from Harmony Recovery to 150 to 100, but slowly the fall off rate of that health from 25 per second to 15 per second. Lower fixed damage of Yaji Shang Quen from 10 to 9. Because the increase the percentage damage of the enemy's max health per strike from 1.7% to 2.1%. And finally, for the Iron Fist here, we have decreased the cooldown for Kunlun Kick from 12 seconds to 10 seconds. So a couple of things there. My goodness, what happened to these three characters? There's a lot here. Mr. Fantastic, increased base health from 350 to 375, boosted damage of stretch punch from 60 to 65 and from 70 to 80 while in inflated state. Flexible elongation, new effect. Enemies within range now suffer a 35% slower effect. Reduce flexible elongation cooldown time from 10 seconds to 8 seconds. Reduce the elasticity gained by elastic strength passive ability from 30 to 20, while elasticity provided by stretch pump is increased from 5 to 8. After entering the inflated state, the bonus gives provided to self has been reduced from 450 to 400. And finally, new feature where Mr. Fantastic used Brainiac Bounce, his ultimate ability, immediately gain bonus health equal to that gained when entering the inflated state. Moving on to Moon Knight, looks like he's been worked on quite a bit here. Increased Crescent Dart projectile speed from 120 m per second to 150 m per second. Moonlight Blade, new effect, gain 25% bonus health for each enemy hit up to max of 100, 3 seconds after bonus health stops increasing, and it will increase the fall off rate to 20 per second. Speed up Moonlight Hook, pull up start time after hit from 0.4 seconds to 0.15 seconds, and extend the duration of Hand of Khonshu ultimate ability from 3.5 seconds to 4.5 seconds, and increase the number of talons generated during this period from 14 to 18. Additionally, the full speed of the talons have been slightly enhanced. A new damage fall-off mechanic for the spell field has been added, beginning at 1.5 meters from the center and reaching a maximum reduction at 70% at 5 meters. Moving on to Scarlet Witch here, she has a couple of things herself. Removing chaos control percentage damage while increasing fixed damage from 60% second and to 80% second. Increase the Chthonian burst projectile damage from 35 to 40, and the spell field damage from 35 to 40. Increase the cooldown of Mystic Projection from 8 seconds to 10 seconds, and reduce phase state time from 2 seconds to 1.5. Rework the slow effect of Reality Erasure to start at the 1.5 seconds ahead of starting immediately, with linear increase to a 35% slow over 3.5 seconds. Going down to Star-Lord here, we have had reduced the blaster barrage damage from 80 damage per second to 75, introduced a new damage fall-off mechanic starting at 4 meters and maxing out at 8% reduction at 8 meters. Going to Winter Soldier, increased the cooldown time for Bionic Hook from 8 seconds to 12 seconds, and reduced the damage from the Kraken Impact, which is the ultimate ability, from 100 to 80, but lowering the culling threshold from 20% of maximum health to 15%. Going to Wolverine, mate, there's a lot here. Increased rage gain from Savage Claw hits 7 to 10, while rage gained from Berserker Claw Strike has been decreased from 7 to 5. Reduced rage gain from Feral Leap to 20 to 10, and Vicious Rampage from 20 to 5. However, rage gain from taking damage has been increased from 3 to 5. Reduce the time enemy is knocked down after impact from the last stand, which is the ultimate, from 1 second to 0.5 seconds. Looks like we have a bit of a slight change to Adam Warlock here. Increase the cooldown from Soul Bond from 30 seconds to 40 seconds. And Karmic Revival, which is the ultimate ability, now restores 30% of fallen allies' maximum health instead of a fixed 100 health. So it looks like you're not getting all of your health back there from Adam Warlock's ability anymore. Going down to Cloak and Dagger, looks like we are now finished with the Strategist is Adam Warlock. So we're on to Strategist classes. Cloak and Dagger, after activating Eternal Bond, which is the ultimate ability, the duration of the 3 healing zones will no longer be calculated separately. Instead, they will remain active during the duration of the Filing Heal zone ends, at which point all will be removed together. Invisible Woman, decrease the shield value of Guardian Shield from 300 to 250, pretty simple. Loki, increase regeneration domain cooldown from 25 seconds to 30 seconds. Mantis, reduce base health from 275 to 250. Effects of Healing Flower and Allied Inspiration can be stacked up to a maximum of 16 seconds. And finally here, for the characters, we have Rocket Raccoon of the Strategists. Decreased the healing area of repair mode spheres from 70 health per second to 50 health per second, but added a new effect, one-time healing with 55 health to allies hit. Projectile speed reduction increased by 4.5 meters per second to 7 meters per second. Extended cooldown for jetpack dash from 6 seconds to 10 seconds. Reduced damage distance from 10 meters to 8 meters. Reduced the CYA ultimate ability damage boost from 40% to 25%, but added a new effect during the ability's duration. Linked to allies will receive an additional 100 bonus percent health points per second and capping at 150. After breaking the link, this bonus will start to fall off after 1 second of rate of 75 per second. Additionally, increase the energy cost from 3,700 to 4,000. So it looks like there's a lot of different characters there that were touched in terms of Vanguards, Strategists and Duelists. But moving on to some team-up abilities, Arcane Order, Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch. As the team-up anchor, Doctor Strange gains a maximum health increase of 100, and Scarlet Witch unlocks a new magical Mystic Burst ability through her team-up with Doctor Strange. Stars aligned, Captain America and Winter Soldier. Finally, we've actually got a flipping team-up between them. As the team-up anchor, Captain America gains a maximum health increase of 100 and 5% boost increase of damage output. That's actually pretty awesome for you Captain America players and people out there. Winter Soldier unlocks a devastating stellar impact ability through his team-up with Captain America. And finally here for Emma Frost, Psylocke / Magneto. As the team-up anchor, Emma Frost gains a maximum health increase of 100. Magneto receives a magnetic resonance ability through his team-up with Emma Frost, and Psylocke receives the Soul Resurgence ability through her team-up with Emma Frost as well. So it looks like Emma Frost is coming into the game and is already making an impact. Adjusts and removals, Ammo Overload with Rocket Raccoon and Winter Soldier. They lose their Infinite Grit ability once he has had the team-up with Rocket Raccoon. Chilling Charisma, Luna Snow and Namor. Namor has lost the Frozen Spawn ability from his team-up from Luna Snow. Dimensional Shortcut, Magic and Psylocke. Psylocke has lost the Psionic Disc ability previously attained from her team-up with Magic. Gamma Charge, which is for Hulk, Doctor Strange and Namor. Doctor Strange loses Gamma Maelstrom ability previously gained from his team-up with Hulk. And Namor now gains Gamma Monstro ability through his team-up with Hulk. So it looks like they've changed it slightly there with Doctor Strange and added Namor instead, which is actually quite interesting. Metallic Chaos, Scarlet Witch and Magneto. Team-up anchor enhancement effect for Scarlet Witch has been removed, along with the Metallic Chaos team-up ability. And Magneto loses the Metallic Fusion ability he had through his team-up with Scarlet Witch. Finally, we have the Voltaic Union for Thor, Captain America / Storm. The team-up effect for Thor has been removed, along with the Voltaic Union team-up ability. And Captain America loses the Charged Aegis ability with his team-up with Thor, and Storm loses her Charged Gale ability gained with her team-up with Thor. So there's a couple of different changes there, a lot of different things to talk about. I'm sure you guys will let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. So, man, what a lot of different changes. We've got some different changes there to some team-up abilities, some different updates in terms of different characters individually. There's a lot to go over. So, let me know your thoughts down below. There's a lot of characters here that were touched and changed in this update and the patch notes update. I would love to hear your thoughts. And to be honest, I'm happy that they're going over characters like this. Season 2 is right round the corner, and I was expecting at some point some massive, update like this to happen, because they've been a little bit of a breadcrumb trail, so to say, in terms of, going heavy and light on the updates in terms of, people, characters getting nerfed and stuff like that. So, with Season 2 around the corner, I expected this to happen, and this is exactly what I had in mind. A lot of stuff changing ahead of Season 2, but it's not about what I think, it's about what you think. Let me know down in the comments which ones of these changes? Are you happy with? Which ones are you not happy with? I would love to hear all of your thoughts. Thank you for watching. Drop a like if you want to. Feel free to hit the subscribe button if you guys want to keep up to date with all the Marvel Rivals content. I try and upload it as soon as possible whenever there's new updates, new patch notes and skins, etc. Anything news-wise, I try and cover it whenever I can and as soon as possible. So thank you for watching, gamers. Have a great weekend. Be sure to stay safe, most importantly, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.